when you're walking around the streets of Cardiff and you have trouble attached to a lead. You want to know that you're going to be safe, don't you, monkey? You want to know you're going to be safe. And here is one of the buildings that were handed over by the Marquis of Bute. If you've seen the audit of Cardiff Road police station, you will have heard me mention that the Marquis of Bute left certain buildings that were to be used by the people of Cardiff for certain amenities and services. So, for instance, the Heath Hospital, that is used to be Marquis of Bute land left to the people of Cardiff. If they try and use it for anything other than the hospital, the ownership will revert back to the people of Cardiff. Same with these police stations. If they try to use this police station for anything other than the police station, it reverts back to ownership of the people of Cardiff. They've tried to close this police station and Cardiff Road police station on numerous occasions because, quite simply, they see it as more profitable ways to go and move to big places where they can claim loads of money to have massive buildings. Like down in the bay, they had the statue out there, cost shitloads. This is Roath police station, and this is in a very famous street. This street here that you see me on is off Broadway, off Newport Road, and it's called Clifton Street. Clifton Street is one of those streets that you get in Cardiff, which is full of those type of people. It's wonderful. And actually, it's fairly, it's got lots of takeaways. It's a lot of big minority community. There's a lot of, you could say, criminal types. My mum once worked in this police station. She wasn't a police officer. She worked once upon a time as a traffic warden. I think she's retired now, if I remember correctly. And she worked in this police station. And one thing that she said is that all down Clifton Street you'll pass by paedophiles. There are, once you know who they are, you'll see them out on the street every time that school is kicking out, and I always found that extremely interesting. This is also a central hub for when they do raids in Cardiff, so that's how people feel about knocking on the police station door. Whoa, dude is not happy. I agree. There's a copper up top there. He's looking down. Oh, there we go. Okay, we've got a little action here. That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. Okay, so as you can imagine, the reason why this area needs a police station is because it's a little bit rough at times, isn't it? It's a little bit rough. One of the issues you have around here is that it's like this is a plan to actually pedestrianize the entirety of this all the way of Newport Road. If you go down this way, down Newport Road, you get down to Queen Street, and that's the main pedestrian place in Cardiff. And right there, boss. And there was plans to pedestrianise, and I think they're still going to pedestrianise the entire Clifton Street. Yeah, he didn't run off, he just walked off down the street, boss. They're saying he's that way. Seemed a little bit annoyed by something. Seemed like he... Yeah, well, what can you do? It's hard times. So they were going to pedestrianise this entire... In actual fact, Clifton Street, the plan was to put this all undercover. I know that sounds bizarre if to anybody who lived in Cardiff, but it is very much true that they want to put this all undercover, make it some sort of pedestrian shopping. Now, see, all these £1 shops, top European food, all of these shops will disappear then, and it'll all become part of the city centre. So the idea is to link Newport Road and the city centre and make that kind of a big pedestrian shopping street that leads all the way down here and then leads all the way across here, and is quite fantastic. But in actual fact, what you get is still the poorest people in the area being pushed in to places like Splot and Roath. Of course, down there's Splot, and a bit further down is Tremorfa, and these are rough areas from the past, man. I mean, when I was around here, you know, you'd always have people stealing from each other, prostitutes roaming around and stuff, so it's always been quite a spicy area. And this is where you used to hang out a lot when we were kids. Just hang out on places like Clifton Street looking for trouble, because as you've seen, there's always someone having a little bit of a kick off, someone always letting off steam. It was always a bit spicy around here. There's a few of my friends got mugged around here and stuff, because it is a really spicy little area. It's not a place to be. Oh,
here's another lad.
It is not a place.
Another lad. Alright, fella.
It's definitely not a place to be hanging around in the middle of the night.
Well done. Well done, Polis.
So, they still got the... It's interesting that they've now been putting the bike stands outside police stations. It's also interesting that there's no bikes in this bike stand. Right? And, what is this, what are these solar panels for, do you reckon, Monkey? Is it to
power this?
Power this sign?
These are like electronic locks.
Oh yes, I suppose that makes sense. Electronic locks. So here we go. Look, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Nice. He seemed very angry, and he's plastered the door with some food. It's netty. And he's made it look very good. He's really made this look very nice. He seemed to be obviously very angry by something. I'm not surprised. The lady who just walked by there with the grey hair, that was Nettie. Where was Nettie's shop? Is that Nettie?
Just around there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was either here or here. Maybe it was further down there. Yeah, I think, okay. Just over there, I think, was Nettie's shop. And that was a fancy dress shop for years and years and years. Really, like, interesting area with a load of musicians that live around here, because this is a poor area. It's not only immigrants and stuff who have been based around in this area of Cardiff, but there's also a lot of the classic old school poor Cardiff community members who don't have so much money, and so you have a lot of the students, a lot of the musicians, a lot of the talent comes around here. Look how bad. It's a bit of a state of disrepair, isn't it? It's all rust all over it. I'm surprised they haven't managed to get something. Oh look at the stains on the seat. Kind of looks like their sweaty balls have been leaking all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, well, pick it back up.
And here you go. I love these, like, Victorian buildings that were built in the 1800s with these weird grates all over. One of those things will be worth money in time. We can take it now. Take it quickly. Steal it from the police station. No one will ever notice. And they have this massive shutter here. A couple of cars. As you see, the difference with a fair few of us, it doesn't really have a lot of space for cars and vans and stuff like that. This is mainly like a coordinating response station by the activity that I know that has happened here. So when there's drug raids, this will fill up with coppers, and the vans will come around the side and they'll go to a drug raid. So it's like a coordination hub for certain things. There's not so much in the way of open police stations like there used to be in the past. Those days are gone. So nowadays you don't have that at all. Look at this. I mean, this outside the police station. Look at this. Cardiff bin. It's like it's rusted off its hinges.
Yo.
This is amazing. This is, I can never get it with Clifton Street. They leave it in such a state of disrepair. Even the police station feels like it's in a state of disrepair, and I never understand it. You know, it's like, it's not hard to replace a rusting bin, is it? I mean, it's just silly.
See if they want to be on camera.
So, this is it. That's Clifton Police Station. And as you see, there's a little bit of activity outside. They don't seem to care about us videoing and keeping an eye on them, but this area is a very special area.
Just a fire exit.
full of very special
Oh, there's a
people.
doorbell.
It's unique, and it certainly has a lot of character to the area. This little police station isn't really even
Going
open.
around here.
I mean, the guy just came here
Whoa.
and banged on it, the door. I'm not sure if he was expecting to get an answer.
Another fire
I think he
exit.
was just annoyed, so
Another
I
hole
wouldn't
in
even
there.
know where you go in. Obviously, they came from around the side, didn't they?
On
So
the roof. That's for
the
sure.
entrance must be round here,
Digit code.
and the exit. And with the police
Nothing particularly interesting.
come
about
and
that.
go. And where is the exit and entrance? Is that it by there then?
No, these are all fire exits around here.
Good. Where are they coming from then? Where did that guy come from when
I
he
don't
came
know.
round here?
I don't know.
It's got to be. Well, these are all fire
They
exits.
all say fire exit on them. Keep clear.
I think they probably. Yeah, that
There's a
one's got.
doorbell.
That one's got a door number key lock on it.
Yeah, it's
so.
got a keypad on it. It
Probably
still
1,
says
2,
fire
3,
exit
4.
on it.
It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. You know that. No, but yeah, they'll all be fire exits, whether they be used doors or not. But he
not
come
entrance
from
on the
round the
front?
corner. He come from round the corner when that guy was banging on the window. He looked out the window and then he came round here. So I would think he came from in there. And this is complete because obviously they don't even have an entrance. So what the guy was expecting to get from banging on that
Banging on
door,
the window, yeah.
it's just the angst of Splot coming out. It's the pain of Clifton Street overflowing onto the streets of Cardiff. Something you see a lot.
Well, if you did need the police.
So that's how I feel. I don't care either. And so these dirty policemen with their dirty van. Their rusting, shitty police van. Look at this rusty, shitty police van. It is disgusting. They don't do anything
That's the States.
proper anyway. Look, what they're scared someone's going to get in through their windows there. They
That's how
put
much
spikes
people
all
like
across.
the
Oh
police
no,
van,
that's to stop pigeons from shitting all over the place. So that's it. Roath.
Rough.
What a shithole this police station is. What a complete and utter state.
Defib.
And it used to be bustling, used to be really busy.
But every entrance
Used to have
got
loads
fire
of people
exit
coming
written
in
on
and
it.
out. Lots
That's where
of
we
things
are. State of
happening.
modern
Now
policing in Wales.
it's got just
If you
the
need access, ring
ire
101. Got all these
of the
stations
community.
everywhere, but no one to actually interact with. If you
rubbish.
did need to. This emergency phone.
From Audit
Brilliant.
everything,
So that's just another 101.
I'll leave
call.
you with Monkey talking away.
That's the state of modern policing in Wales.
So, just around the corner from Clifton Street here, we come on to Broadway. Broadway! Down in Broadway! And here, this building here, which the Land Rumney bus has just parked outside of, was the library once upon a time. This community here wasn't always left to just rot like the rusting bins that you saw on the height of Queen Street. Once upon a time, you could go to the library here and they would hold events for kids and do stuff like that. Now, the last time I stood out there, all of this area here was clean, full of people, and they'd all bought books to give away to each other as a protest for the library closing. And it was really sad at the time. Really sad to see that this building has been left to go to shit, like everything that's left to go derelict in Cardiff. And if we do go over the road and have a little look, there's that garage across the way. God, there's been so much shit in that place over the years. But yeah, it's been left to go to see the Cardiff Library's Roath branch. It's been left to just grow over. And it's having to be scaffolded up by the looks of it now, but it's been left to go to shit. Hey, Monkey? This library used to be busy and full of people. Did you come with me to that protest that time when they closed it? That was during, when was that? Well, probably about 2013, 2012, Cameron government closing all the libraries. Remember that? Yeah. Conservatives, the austerity days that never ended and will be with us forever. And if you look down this way just to understand where we are, over there was Clifton Street Police Station where we just were. That's a library. That's up Newport Road towards Rumney and Lamb Rumney. And down this way is the way down Newport Road that goes towards the city centre and Queen Street. And like I said earlier on, they want to eventually pedestrianise City Road, but they also want to pedestrianise this. All of this where the cars are going up and down now, the people don't actually know that they're going to pedestrianise it one day. One day all of this will be able to walk along and everything will be seen as normal, because they're slowly pushing out cars, slowly pushing out people from the city centres. They're making it exclusive areas for people who can afford to live in such means. And making it so that all of this will suddenly be worth triple, quadruple, massive amounts extra. Now just over there, just as you can see a spire just by there, that spire is where the well, it's a university hospital. What is it? The Royal Infirmary. And the CRI, Cardiff Royal Infirmary is called. That's another one, like the Clifton Street Police Station, like the Chris Road Police Station, like the Heath Hospital and the Heath Park and some of the other parks. That was given by that whole building, the whole Royal Infirmary was given by the Marquis of Bute to the people of Cardiff, and if they try to use it for anything other than a hospital, it reverts back to the people of Cardiff. There's a lot of those around, and without the Marquis of Bute's foresight, we would not have so many places open and facilities for the people. We would have been pushed into modernised buildings outside the city. He really thought ahead of himself, and it's a really good thing that happened. So, audit everything from me, Bella, and the man Monkey. Peace out.
What we know is that we will end up with many more unemployed